I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
From the Tornation Productions studio, here is anchor Isaiah Courtney.
Reporting from the worldwide headquarters of Tornation Productions located at Ball High School in Galveston, Texas, welcome to Good Morning Ball High. I'm Isaiah Courtney. Attention all juniors, BEST is now accepting applications for the 2019-2020 school year. You can pick up an application from your counselor or from Ms. Posey in room 1085. All applications are due Thursday, February 14th. If you're interested in learning more about the BEST program, you can stop by Ms. Posey's room 1085 or simply ask any of the BEST students to tell you all about who they are and what they do. There will be a tournament and cheerleading tryout meeting on February 28th at 6 p.m. in the lecture hall. This meeting is for all interested candidates who want to try out for the 2019-2020 Tornettes or cheerleaders. There will also be a Tour Watch and Tuffy Tour trial meeting March 7th after school at 4 o'clock in room 2003. All interested must attend this mandatory informational meeting. For further information, see Mr. Dudas. The Ball High Band is excited to announce that they will be participating in 9 different parades during this year's Mardi Gras season. First parade is scheduled for February 22nd. Stay tuned for further information. Attention all students, the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Enos Williams Jr. Memorial Scholarship for African American males will be available this month in Coach Elias's room 2046 or from Ms. Temple. The UIL academic team is looking for 5 students who like to read and are interested in exploring the history of the civil rights movement in the United States. Students will meet weekly after school for 1 hour to prepare for the upcoming UIL tournaments. For further information, please see Mr. Burrows in room 2017. Have you heard about the Tour Cafe? On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you are invited to stay after school in the library and bring your favorite snack and play popular board games. Coffee, tea, and even hot chocolate are also provided. You can snack, catch up on work, play games, or just relax. Don't be left out. Join in on the fun. And as a reminder, don't forget to wear a student ID each and every day. On today's national calendar, it's National Weather Person's Day. Now let's check in with Rory and see what's trending on social media.
Thanks, Isaiah. And here's what's trending today on social media. Male cheerleaders perform for the first time at the Super Bowl. Everyone is comparing Adam Levine's Super Bowl shirt to their furniture. And check out the latest Fast and Furious trailer. Back to you, Isaiah.
Thanks, Rory. Here's today's Fitness Minute with Annette Hammond.
It's the Fitness Minute with fitness expert Annette Hammond.
Now that the weather is colder, many exercisers have taken their outdoor walk or run indoors to the treadmill. There are so many advantageous things about working out on the treadmill, but the 2 that stand out are intervals and hills. Most treadmills have programs that increase the speed and or incline of the treadmill, so you can get a great workout without even thinking about it. The treadmill does the work for you. Walking up steep hills is excellent for fat burn and heart conditioning. Since I live in Dallas, Texas, and it's mostly flat, it's difficult to find hills outdoors, so the treadmill workout that inclines and declines is perfect. During these cold winter months, I encourage you to try a treadmill workout and challenge yourself in ways that you can't when exercising outdoors. For the Fitness Minute, I'm Annette Hammond.
Here's another edition of Tornado Point Counterpoint. Today's topic, should cell phones be allowed in the cafeteria?
Letting us use our phones in the cafeteria will give all the students a little more sense of freedom. It'll also give us something else to do besides eat and talk very loudly, reducing the noise in the cafeteria altogether.
But if kids text in lunch, they're probably going to be texting their friends in class. That'll be a distraction for the kids in class. Not to mention they may be sending inappropriate texts, and some people just don't want to be recorded.
If you would like to participate in a future Tornado Point Counterpoint, let us know. All topics must be approved in advance by Mr. Dudas. Now here's your Words You've Never Heard segment.
It's words you never heard. February is National Chocolate Month. Historians say the Aztecs discovered chocolate 3,100 years ago, and it was revered to the point of worship. The word chocolate comes from the Aztec word chocolatl, which referred to the bitter, spicy drink the Aztecs made from the cacao beans. The first chocolate bar was invented in 1847 by Joseph Fry. Did you know that it takes 1 year for a cacao tree to produce enough pods to make 10 chocolate bars? The scientific name for the tree that chocolate comes from, Theobroma cacao, means food of the gods. Man cannot live by chocolate alone, but we women sure can. Personally, I could give up chocolate, but I'm not a quitter.
It's words you never heard.
I'm Carolyn Davidson, and you can have fun challenging your words you never heard vocabulary with my free app, Too Funny for Words.
Here's today's Profile America.
Profile America, Tuesday, February 5th. On this date 102 years ago, the most restrictive immigration measure to that time was passed into law. The Immigration Act of 1917, also known as the Literacy Act, was the first bill aimed at restricting, as opposed to regulating, immigration. Congress overrode President Woodrow Wilson's veto, even though the House and Senate were controlled by the president's party. For the first time, an immigration law affected European migrants via the literacy provisions. But the main thrust was to ban immigration from an enormous swath of Asia and the Pacific Islands. This law remained in effect until softened in 1952. In 1917, the national population was 103 million, with something like 160,000 Asians among them. Today, the Asian American population is over 18 million. Profile America is in its 22nd year as a public service of the U.S. Census Bureau.
Now stay tuned for today's Time Rewind, courtesy of our good friend Dave Mendel.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. It's Time Rewind for February 5th. We're all familiar with the British invasion of the early 60s, but did you know there was a musical invasion a few years before that on the other side of the pond? Bill Haley, who along with the Comets gave us the smash Rock Around the Clock, sails into Southampton in 1957 aboard the Queen Elizabeth. Thousands of fans greet Haley, the first American rock musician to tour the UK. Still more mob him when his train arrives in London.
At Waterloo, the king of rock and roll was welcomed by, well, just dig those happy cats and not a square in sight.
Staging her own invasion in 1966, this single makes Petula Clark the first British female artist to have 2 U.S. number ones. Also on this day, in 1972, Bob Douglas, known as the father of black professional basketball, becomes the first African American enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. That's Time Rewind. I'm David Mendel.
In addition to the website, Time Rewind can also be found on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Check it out for even more pop culture and trivia. I'm Isaiah, and have a terrific day.